I love making daisy chains. They make great crowns, but they often wilt and fall apart. So I have come up with a way to make a flower crown out of paper. Let me show you how to make it. So for this project, you'll need some wire. Now I've got two types. I've got the 22 gauge wire, which is the thinner wire, and the 18 gauge wire, which is the thicker wire. Now I've got an assortment of crepe paper right here, and some scissors, a wire cutter, and some glue and a paintbrush. So let's get started. Now with the first step, you're going to need your thin piece of wire, and we're going to cut it into quarters. So take your thin wire, then fold it in half and then clip it. And then fold it in half again so you get quarters. So now I'm just going to take a small piece of the fuchsia colored crepe paper, and I'm just going to cut some fringes. And I'm going to leave about 1 centimeter at the base. And then we're going to add a line of glue at the end of it. Just a thin strip. Grab one piece of the wire and place it on the left-hand corner, and now you're just going to start rolling along. Now take another piece of crepe paper. I'm going to use an orange one, and now I'm going to fold it into 5 layers in order to get an accordion. So now I'm going to cut a petal shape. We're going to leave a little edge at the bottom, and we're going to cut around the crepe paper. And now we can unfold it. If there are any petals that stick together, just make sure that you snip it apart. All right, so now I'm just going to add a line of glue at the base of the petals. Add your stamen in and then roll. All right, so I'm just going to keep rolling and just have a look if it fans out properly. So now I'm just going to cut out a leaf shape with the green crepe paper and make sure it's along the grain. The shape should be a long oval. I'm just going to add a dab of glue at the bottom, and I'm going to get the wire. We're just going to pinch the paper together to make a leaf. All right, so now we're going to make our second flower, and we're going to use a pink piece of crepe paper. We're going to fold it 5 times into an accordion, and if you have extra, just roll it one more time. So now that I've finished folding, cut a rose shape. The petal is going to be just a bit shorter and rounder than the daisy petal. Remember to leave a bit at the base so you don't cut that off and it all becomes connected. All right, so I've made about 4 or 5 of these, and I'm going to start adding them onto my wire. So the first step is to brush a strip of glue along the base of your petals. And now grab your wire and place it on one end, and then start folding it around the wire. And now keep adding your other layers. Now I'm going to take 2 pieces of thick wire and overlap them a little bit, about 1/3 of the way. I'm going to get a piece of crepe paper and bind it all together with some glue. Add the crepe paper with the 2 pieces of wire and then start rolling it down. Keep rolling so they combine and bind together. Now you've got 1 long piece of wire, and now I'm just going to bend it into a U shape. So now I'm going to make a little bouquet. So I'm just going to get a couple of flowers and a leaf, just arrange them in my hands. I think that'll look good. So I'm going to add a thin strip of glue onto the crepe paper, grab my bundle, start rolling from the base of the flowers. I'm just going to slightly separate the flowers and the leaf so they look a bit more full. So that's the basic process for making your flowers and your leaves. Now you can go and experiment with different colors. I'm just going to grab our bundles of flowers and just arrange them so the flowers are pointing towards the center of the U shape. Once you're happy with where the flowers are going to be placed, you just start with one flower bundle and wrap it around the wire. And let's continue. Now we have a completed crown, and as you can see, I've wrapped the green crepe paper around and then made a loop at the end, and I've just adjusted it to fit my head. And there you have it, your very own crown.
I've always wanted a pet bunny, but until then, I'm just gonna turn myself into one. So what you're gonna need is bunnies! But what you're really gonna need is pink, white and black face paints, some water, a sponge, and some paintbrushes. I'm gonna first start with a cute little bunny nose. Taking my pink face paint, I'm gonna start at the tip of my nose, go around the nostril, and finish at the end of my nose. It's that simple. I'm gonna do a cute little white mouth, starting underneath my nose and working my way out to the cheek. Now blend the edges softly all the way up to the cheek. And now repeat on the other side. Dip the paintbrush in the black paint to draw on the whiskers. I'm going to start at the edge of the mouth and go all the way up. I'm going to do 3 long, nice whiskers. And do the same on the other side. I'm just going to do a straight line from the bottom of my nose to the top of my lip. I've just used the tip of my brush to create some dots for character. Now you have your very own bunny. Oh, I wish I could just wiggle my nose. Hi, I'm Rhyah and I'm a makeup artist on Get Arty. The type of art I like to make is beauty, so either with the face or with the hair, nails. The training I got as a makeup artist was my diploma, and that gives me full ranging makeup to theatre, to TV, to bridal. I can do it all. At a Halloween party, I didn't have a costume, so I went as a zombie and I got so many compliments. I was like, yeah, I've got a knack for this.
I got you. Oh, that is a bit scary.
My biggest supporter would have to be my mum. Yeah, she's my #1 fan. My hobbies outside of Get Arty would probably be to hang out with my friends. So either they'll be walking along the beach, shopping, seeing a movie. Yeah, just spending time with them. Always strive to do your best, but have fun with it. Don't take things too serious. Never doubt yourself, because when you're confident, it oozes off, and anyone else would be like, yeah, I look good and feel great too.
caricature artist is someone who looks at someone and does a funny portrait of them. They may elongate their neck. If they don't have a lot of hair, they may not put any hair on them. But it's looking at their face shape and capturing something straight away as soon as you see someone and exaggerating that. So I just like drawing heads and making funny heads and drawing little funny situations. And that's why I do like drawing caricatures. It's also a challenge. And it's all about the eyes, getting that mood. I don't get bored with drawing faces because I try to look at something different every time. So that's how I work. In the painted portraits that I do, it's very important to me is that impasto work, that really thick application of the paint. Because to me, painting is also a tangible thing. It comes out at you, and I think that's very important. That's why I've chosen oil paint. Is because I can get a build-up of layer of paint about an inch thick. It may take about 6 months to dry, but it's that tangible thing where you can just run your fingers over it, make it that experience as well. And I get down on the floor with my piece, create a lot of mess, and that's getting in my zone, very important. Getting inspirations, it's everywhere. It's about observation. So when I'm on a train, I'll be looking at somebody and I'll be drawing them in my head. But keep that between us. That's what I try to tell folks who are keen on drawing is observe, observe, observe. And then if you can, just draw away. But otherwise, draw it in your mind, and that's part of the practice. To anyone who wants to go into drawing caricatures is practice. Practice, practice, practice with capital P's. And believe in yourself. It's very, very important. Develop your style, very important. I'm not happy unless I'm being creative, and that's as simple as that. My name is Mark Tippet, and I'm a caricature artist.
I'm here at the Museum of Old and New Art in Tasmania, and this is the Fat Car. Yes, that is actually its name. It doesn't look like your typical sports car, does it? No, it's a little bit lumpy and bumpy, kind of like the human body. It is kind of dark in here, and there's some weird noises going on, which is kind of funny when you look at an artwork like this, which kind of makes you laugh a little bit. Now, the idea behind this artwork is consumer overindulgence. You know, having too much of something.
It looks orange on the camera because of the lighting, but if you see it in the flesh, it is actually bright red.
I've been talking to some of the people from the museum about what they get asked most about the car. First one is, Is it real? Yes, it's really there. You just can't touch it. Second, can I drive it? The answer is no, because it's actually made of polystyrene and fiberglass. There's no actual car underneath there. There's just fake seats and a steering wheel. Number 3, has it been stung by a bee? I totally agree. This is one party car.
I was just practicing some of my expressions because I drew this awesome mouse today and I was wondering what it would look like if he was happy and angry and surprised. Let's start with happy. First, I'm going to draw 2 big eyes. They're going to be wide open like this because they're happy. And his eyebrows are going to be pushed up in his face because he's really happy, just like that. And just underneath the eyes, I'm going to put a little triangle for a nose. I'm going to follow that triangle down towards his mouth and he's going to have a big smile because he's happy. Happy Harold. Why is he happy? Because he's gone to find some cheese. Mice love cheese. I'm going to pop in his teeth there and we're going to follow the shape of his face around and up. And I'm going to put in his ears now, his happy mouse ears. And there we have it. Harold is happy. But wait, Harold isn't happy anymore. He's angry. Why? Because he's gone to the mouse supermarket to buy cheddar, his favorite kind of cheese, and they only have brie. Harold is angry. Let's draw his angry eyes. Now, I'm only going to draw the bottom of the eye as half a circle this time. Now the top of his eye is going to be angled down because he's so angry. Now we're going to draw in his angry eyebrows. They're pointing down in disappointment at the thing that he is so angry at. Roar! Harold is angry. And now for the mouth, it's going to be turned down, kind of in disgust. Disgust that his supermarket wouldn't have his favorite kind of cheese. This just won't do, Harold. What are you going to do? We're going to pop in his ears here too. They're going to go straight up because he's just devastated. And there we go. Harold the mouse. Harold is angry. Oh my gosh. And now we found that Harold is suddenly surprised, pleasantly surprised, because it turns out that the brie is cheddar flavored. So we're going to give him 2 wide open eyes like this time. And I'm going to give him like little pupils. Pop his eyebrows in there too. They're going to be high up on his face because his whole face is stretched out. I'm going to pop in his nose, and again his nose is going to be like a longer triangle this time. And underneath the mouth is going to be a long sort of oval like this. Surprised, Harold is surprised. And his face is going to be a lot longer because the whole thing is stretched. And his ears are going to point straight up there, like he's just had the shock of his life. And now Harold has eaten all of the cheese. He's probably recovering, so I'm going to draw him kind of pleasantly satisfied. I'm going to give him a smile, and then out the side of the smile, I'm going to drop his tongue. Oh, delicious. What cheese. What fun. And now for his eyes, instead of having them open this time, I'm going to have them shut. They're going to be happily contented eyes, kind of poking up like this. They're just like a curved arrow shape. Oh, he's so happy. And his eyebrows again, they're sort of slanting upwards. Oh, delicious, delicious breeder. And I'm just gonna pop in his face. Look at how happy and satisfied that mouse is. Final thing, his ears are gonna be kind of relaxed. Oh, he's had
quite an emotional day. Can be hard being a mouse and finding your cheese in the world.